Hello, my great friends. I have to put my camera a bit closer so you can see it better. Open up my palette. And in here, there becomes a stair to the top. No, I have to put out a bit new paint. I have to look because the top of the stairs are a bit brighter. But my pencil that I used give a bit of a reaction. And here this I hope my camera isn't flickering. Yes, he is. And I think that come because I'm very close to my camera. Also put a little bit of that green. In the bottom. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Mm, these are some stairs. Thank you, Anthony. I'm very happy with it. But there are such a lot of details in it. And they are very small. I need a little bit of my black. Come on. Yes, that's a bit of my stair in there. I need some more of that green. In here. And also a little bit of that darkest green. And here there is a bit of greeniness in that wall. Oh, I have some apple green here. Moet je spugen? Moet je spugen, Wil? Oh? And now I want to put in those rocks. I have to look for my other color. A little bit of that gray. And my titanium buff. And I need the titanium buff deep. I have to get it out. with a palette knife. Now I'm gonna use a large brush, and in this part of the painting there come also green bushes. Mm, need a little bit of my retarder so that I can mix it very well. So the paint is a little bit smooth here. A nice thick layer. On it, I have to put up uh, my picture a little bit. I didn't put out enough, so I can get it out of the cap of my bottle. Come on. I need to put out a bit more of that paint. And I put it on my palette. There is it more darkness in it. And here at the top it will be more like the ochre. And in here there will be bushes, so that will be filled with bushes. Now I have to, where is my box? My box is here, but I need this part. Hi Jessie. So now I need, now I use a car sponge to get more of the farms. From the rocks. And there will be bushes hanging over it, so need also some of that black. Thank you, JC. And so you can see you can use all kinds of equipment. In your painting, so you can have more structure in it. I have to clean him a little bit, and otherwise I can also pick another one with some smaller holes. And what I just said, you can use different kinds of things. This is from a car sponge, and I cut it in pieces. And my trees I have done with steel wool, so you get more of the fine leaves of the trees. So you don't only have to use your brushes, but you can use different kinds of things. And Ian Jackson, he said 2 days ago, yes, I call the steel wool after Rosewina. He called it Rosewina sponge. So I had to laugh, and he did that. A bit of my grey. Because I want some of that grey in there. So you get lighter spots in it. Yes, it was really a challenge for me to do this. Because there are so many detailing and perspectives in in the painting. And I know Anthony is very good in perspective and detailing. So I did want to push myself. a little darker spots. Especially on the bottom. So, and I think also when you are looking at YouTube channels, are different people that are painting. You learn something from everybody, and you try to incorporate that in your own paintings. And I'm not the one that copy it exactly. A little bit of darkness in here so you can better see where the foliage is coming, because under the foliage it's dark, and the foliage come from here about this way. Hi Chrissy, how are you, love? I just was telling everybody that you can use different kinds of household things, like the steel wool for the trees, and for this part I use a cut up car sponge. Um, First thing what I'm gonna do is first I could do the foliage in here. I need my oh, I can use my new paint so I can look how this paint is going, and how do I get that off. Oh, I have to cut it off. Mm, I don't have a cutting knife in here, so I put a little bit in like that. Mm, I have to watch out because it is still wet in here. But there come more layers, so I love to see that there are already 5 people are watching. In this footage that is coming around here. This is only the underlayer. So I don't mind that it is a little bit smudged, because in a minute I'm going to dry that. So it's easier to put a next layer over it. I'm doing in the meantime the side of my canvas. A bit. I don't know if my heat gun is plugged in. I have to look. Yes. If it is okay. Here's plugged in. Yes. This heat gun is very hot. hanging up. I have to look what is. There is nothing going on. Yes, the 1st of March. And it's summer. The sun is shining, but it is very cold. And when Will was going with the dogs outside a little while ago, it began to rain. But now it's dry, and then it's raining, dry, and yeah, there are a lot of. You see some blue sky, but also a lot of clouds, and there is a lot of wind. So that is not nice, but we can't do anything about it. We have to deal with it. So I needed a little bit of a drink. Now I'm gonna use my other brush. Nice hot.
Right. Zo,
Wat is er? Zo.
limonade.
Limonade.
Ja.
Limonade met een beetje alcohol dan zeker.
Ja.
I don't want that one. I need my my other brush, but where did I put him? I have such a lot of a variation of brushes, and I don't know where I put them, because there are brushes that I cut in some like deer foot. I think I can use this one. Yes, he is bringing me sangria, Chrissy. Indeed. And he said, "Here is your lemonade." I said, "Yes, with a bit of alcohol." Chrissy had het al gelijk door dat je sangria bracht. Chrissy had door dat je sangria bracht. Chrissy zegt, ja, hij brengt je sangria. Ik zeg, ja. I hope tomorrow that we get a call for another car, because we were looking on the internet, because the car that Will has, he is almost 20 years old, and every year you have to check up your car for APK, and because he is so old that he don't come through the APK. So, and he has to work until the end of August. So we have to look for other car. And we saw a nice car. And yesterday we'll call the company, but we saw the advertisement too late because the company was open until 1 o'clock. Thus he called and he got a lady on the telephone, and she put up Will's number to call back. And this morning I said to Will, do you know what I'm doing? I'm also putting an email in it that we are interested in that car. And that car is only 5 years old. So for us, it's I hope the last car that we buy, that we have to buy, and it's the same brand of car that we have now, and only under other type, a little bit higher to step in, because yes, you become a little bit older, so you have to have a car that you can get in easier than this one. This one is very low by the ground. So I hope they call tomorrow that we can go and make a test drive. Yes, Will is looking for to the football now, because you get Feyenoord and Ajax. And you know, Will is a football fan, so I said to him, when you are looking at football, I'm going to paint. So now the footage is a little bit over it. And I need some of my mustard, strange name, mustard color. And a little bit of my, oh, yes, everything on the green. And a little bit of my crimson red. A little bit of my cadmium yellow. And a bit of my brown. And I need my smallest brush. Just having your lunch and some filming to finish. Okay. Yes, we have a 4x4 for my scooter and easy to get in and out of Suzuki Jeep. Okay. No, I never take my scooter in the car. And now we have a Suzuki Baleno, and it's a hatchback, 5 doors, and but he is very big, and we are only with 2 persons. And when we are go on vacation, the only thing we take are the dogs, and they don't need such a large car. And this one is now 20 years old. And now we saw in a garage here a Suzuki Splash 1.1 VVT exclusive with integrating um, navigation system. Also 5 doors, there's a hatchback, but a smaller one than this. And he is lighter than this car. So you save also a lot of taxes that you have to pay for this car. Um, we have to pay taxes on the for the street when you are driving. Six yes 36 euros a month. And the Suzuki Splash, he is higher, but he is lighter in weight, and we have to pay for that qua weight 71 euros in the 3 months. So that's a lot less paying. And also your reach of your miles is also that you can drive more with the Splash than with this Boleno, because it is an old car, so he used more uh, petrol. And the Suzuki Splash on 1 liter of benzene, you drive 28 kilometers. So he is much cheaper in use. So I hope they will call tomorrow, because when they are calling, I can call Will, and that garage is nearby where Will is working. So maybe he can go after his work to there to look if he like it. So I hope so. And he was searching himself on the internet. I said to him, I will open on Facebook the site Marketplace. Ik zeg, you can look for yourself also. So yesterday when his aunt was here, I put him after the PC that he can look for himself. And he did. So I'm proud of him, that he was do it by himself. And he has to learn to work with the laptop or the PC, because when there is something going on that I have to be in the hospital or what else, he has to do it also. So, but it is hard to learn for him, because he hated, and he has also had to learn how to uh, do the financial things. Hi, Jackie. I hope my camera is not too close to it. And otherwise, please tell me if I need to put my camera a bit further or closer. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it that you like it. There is a Will is laughing. There is an interview before the game started with the trainer, and that's Dick Advocaat. We have as trainer now by Feyenoord, and I think Dickie says some funny things. So I hear Will laughing down, downstairs. I think he is a little. I saw him a little bit flickering my camera. Maybe because I'm talking too loud, that he is reacting at that. Have a lovely day, Chrissy. I'll see you soon. Yes, if you have to do things, you have to do things. The only thing I have to do later on is doing my dinner. We are eating fish and chips. So I peeled my potatoes and make chips of them. I cleaned the fish. Take care, honey. Now I take some of my crimson red with a little bit of that uh, mustard color. So the crimson red is a little bit toned down. Shalom Luba. I have to put out my shirt. 1 moment. So it's a bit warm in here. So I put out my shirt. Yes, Anthony, Chrissy is going to make her lunch, and she has to do some filming to finish. So I don't think she sees you. like that uh, kind of crimson in it. Because the colors at this thank you, Anthony. It's a lot different than the original photo, because I put a little bit of my own foliage in it, my own rocks, and I'm still not sure what I will do. In the bottom side, by the original picture, there is no water in it, but there are only rocks. And I was thinking, surely, to put some rocks, but I think I want to put also water in it, and that you can see the water here, and a little bit of water dripping off the wheel of the watermill. Otherwise, the ground is all only with rocks and different kind of rocks. The only little bit of water you see is a little bit in this corner, but that is only such a piece. But I want to give it a little bit of a pop. So I think I put some rocks, but I think also I put water in it. And in here, in front of those rocks, I will put also some greenery. And then dripping the water. And in here, because the water wheel is turning like that way, so the water is going in, so the water is coming out, and then some. I want to do some splashes in the water beneath it, and I can put some foliage in it, and then I have to put. Then I want to put in a larger stem of a tree from about here up here, with some branches and leaves. So I hope you people can give me an advice what I can do, because I don't want a dry uh, watermill. And in the picture, it is all dry. So I think I want to put water in it. So I hope you can give me some advice. What I shall do. Or do you say, yes, it's your own opinion? That is also possible. Oh, oh. I don't know. I have a cold. Dus Anthony, maybe you can give me some advice what I should do. Put in water instead of only a dry pound with rocks. I have to lighten up the foliage. Yes, for the foreground. In the original picture, I don't know if I can put my, no, I can put my thing around. Maybe you can see it in here. There are only rocks with some leaves and nothing more, and only on that side there is a little bit of water, but not as much as I want. So I was thinking I want to put some rocks in it and some foliage in the front of this in this wall, but I think I want to put some water in it, and the water will dripping over the wheel of the watermill. Maybe it gives it more of a pop, Anthony. Because I don't want to copy it exactly, so maybe I can do that. Lighten up some of that green. Sorry guys for my coughing. I've been in the garden to do something in the garden, and I didn't put on my coat. So I think I got a little bit of a cold. And it's my own fault. I know, but And Will was angry that I didn't put on my coat. Do you want to go sick? No, darling, I don't want that. Put your coat on. It's not summer. And he is right. But you want to be quick to do some things, and then you forget it. Lighten up a little bit with that yellow at the top. Yes, I thought so too, Anthony. The water and the rocks would be great in the foreground. Get a large rock, not too tall, but it will bring the wheelhouse back in the background. Yes, I thought so too, because in the foreground there is only all kinds of rocks, and you don't see any water. A little bit, I think, 1 inch of water in this side, and nothing more. This is a bit of my yellow. So it can pop up a little bit more, and it is this is a cadmium yellow. So I think the first thing what I'm gonna do is put in the first layer only with a gray, and then I can put the color of my water in it. So I have a base coat. I love that footage in here. Yeah, more water. I can get a bucket, Anthony, and put it over my canvas. No, I don't do that. I was kidding. And I have also a nice color for my water. It's a new color from Lucas Quill Studio, and the color called Arctic. And I can incorporate that Arctic with my bluish, grayish blue, because then you see also a little bit of the reflection from the sky in your water. But I think first I'm gonna put in a base coat at the bottom. So I have a undercoating for it. And next painting, what I'm gonna do from the photo vote is the is the koala bear. Grey, because this is a bit of the cloud grey. I don't like that coughing at all. And I really want to finish my painting today, if I can. I'm here now for 1 hour and 27 minutes. So I hope that I can finish it. And there's a layer, a nice thick layer on it. With some vegetable glycerin. So the base coat is nice and smooth. And thank you, Anthony, because it is great stuff. I can't open. So it's stuck. There is some of that paint over there. Alsjeblieft.
Waarom was je telefoon er al onder?
Die heb ik eronder gelegen toen ik naar boven ging.
Die zie ik nou wel vol.
Ja, ik denk het haast wel.
Ja, ik kan het niet zien, want ik deed mijn handen niet terug. Maar dan pakt die mooi niet.
Nee. Is mijn fingerprint.
Ja.
Is mijn vingerafdruk.
Ja, weet ik.
Kijk wel, dan doe ik er water in.
Ja.
Anthony van Grayscale zegt ook. Hij zegt ja, dat zal mooier wezen. Want weet dat sowieso je huis is.
Ja.
Oh, Will's Anthony Grayscale zegt hello Will.
Hallo. Hoort hij toch niet?
Ja, hij hoort je wel.
Oh.
Via mijn webcam.
Ah, oké. Hallo Anthony. Hey, ik ga dit voetballen kijken.
Ja, is goed schat.
En ik ga hem er wel onder leggen hoor.
Ja, kijk zo wel schat.
Ja.
Look, and this is that Arctic. That Arctic blue from Lucas. And this is the first time that I see that Lucas paint in the Netherlands here. And that is by a hardware store from Hornbach. And the other hardware store that we have here, they are only selling Amsterdam. That's also a brand. Anthony, zeg toch hello, sir. You don't hear it. Anthony say, hello, sir. Tegen jou. Ben je weer koekjes aan het pikken? Ja. He is with his fingers in the cookie jar. I hear it on his voice. So I think when I'm going later on downstairs, the cookie jar is empty. I know Will, so and then when I said to him, do you take cookies? No, I don't. And there is nobody else in the house. So he always denies it. And it's not good for his sugar. But what can I do? Nothing. Not buying cookies. That's the only thing. I like that color. And a little bit of both of those colors in here. But I need a little bit. I need my smaller brush. Where are you? Oh, he's still here. I want to make a little bit of that uh, rimpling into the water too. Um, I need a brush. I need some a little bit of black on one side, and oh, I have to do it uh, light at the top and black beneath it. uh, light and a bit of black. No, you do it wrong. You have to use the other side of your brush. A light and a bit of black. And then a bit of pushing. In here. And in here between that water, I think I'm gonna put in some of those, I don't know how you call it. We called it reed. The downside of those rocks are darker. Now you're off to feed and walk the dog and get ready for church. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Love you and have a nice day at have a nice hours at church. Do you have to play, Anthony, at church? I put in some lights because it becomes a little bit dark. But thank you for being here. I appreciate that. All day. Wow, that's long. I hope you enjoy, Anthony. And you will see the post when I put it up. So you can judge me what I made of it. Yes, I hope so, Anthony. I try, and I do my best. That's more can't I do than my best. And have a nice day, friends. And I don't think that I can finish it today. Yes, the water in that wheel, I think. But the big tree that is popping out of this side with branches, I think I have to put that in tomorrow. But I definitely want these rocks in here. And I need my green, 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 green. And tomorrow I have to clean out my palette because it is a mess, that's for sure. I need to thin it up a little bit. A bit of that dark also. And make my brush in a point. Small first. I'm putting and pulling. So your paint has to be thin to do that. Otherwise you don't get that point on it. Now, come on. I need that in that water. Make it a little bit lighter. So I have to clean my brush a little bit. So one side of the leaf is a little bit of a lighter green. So it pops a little bit more. And here on the top of the leaf. And I put one larger on this side because it's more in the front, so it has to be larger. So I put him here. This one is pointing to the front. And this one also, it's like the leaf is a little bit broken, but it ain't. I don't know. Somebody is doing something downstairs, I think. I hear Will laughing. Ah, that was a trauma, Haley. Somebody needs help, I think. I hope it's not too serious because you don't want to end in a trauma, Haley. Yes, I like that. And what we're gonna do now? Uh, I have that beautiful Arctic Arctic color. So I want some of this color in front and between uh, those rocks. Because the movement of this water is going a little bit in, because when I put in that water by the windmill or by the watermill, it also gives movement into that water. Uh, what do I need? I need a soft of not a too hard brush, but I think this one is very white, but I have to do with it. The only thing what I can do is put out of a little bit of that water. And now in here I want to see how to in and I don't know if it will be the right way. Because I still want to see a bit of that mill. And it is, I find it this piece not easy. It is, I find it difficult, but maybe other people say that it is not. But I think it's also depends on how long are you painting, and yes, I know I'm painting for a while now, but not this kind of painting. I need a little bit of white to lighten up the water a little bit. I am painting for 3 years, but I only paint for 6 months now, landscapes. So that is a whole different part of painting. Before that, I did some extra abstract painting from and faces. So that is a whole different thing than this. Yes, I think it is a little bit of a fine art. And it is really time consuming, that's for sure. A little bit of that white met dat article blue. To get a little bit of that movement into the water. I think you can see it. I'll closen it up. I can put it a little bit closer. Yes. So now you really can see those. Ja, ik kom zo naar beneden. Ja, ik kom aan. Nee, ik ben eventjes met dat water op dat waterrad bezig. Ja. En dan kom ik naar beneden. Yeah, the doggies will eat, want to eat. So will ask me how far I am. So tomorrow I will put the last part of the painting in, and that is the tree. Because I'm here now 2 hours and 11 minutes, so and normally I'm in for 2 hours. And I only want to do this and show you like that. So I give it a quit for now. Oh, a bit closer. Otherwise you see all the terrible things on my desk. So, like this. Um, I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'll come back for the last part because from about here to here there will be a thick tree with some branches and leaves. So I hope you will join me tomorrow. I think about 1 p.m. Uh, yeah, um, yes, I think 1 p.m. Amsterdam time. And we are doing the last part of this painting. And I hope you enjoyed it so far. And thank you for being here. And don't forget, if you when you're leaving, give me the thumbs up, please. It's very important to get the thumbs up for YouTube. And thank you all, and have a nice day, evening, or maybe you are going to bed. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. And